up, spam bam. Hi. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, come in. These intros are getting weirder and weirder, right? Anyway, let's get into this. Today, create this book, episode 21. Moving along swiftly. We are going to be doing this one, create progression. Gotta give the page a caress, right? Okay, so create progression. It says draw something and just keep adding to it. So I'm gonna be using these pens. I don't know what they're called. Fine liners? I don't know. I'm gonna be doing sort of a Mandela type thing, I guess. Let me just set my page up here. Now we can keep adding. Gonna do one little thing and just keep adding and adding and adding and adding until my hand falls off. I didn't fully have an idea as to what I was going to do with this page. Normally I go in with some sort of idea and just see where it goes. This one, I knew there was one thing that I wanted to do, which is the second part to this prompt that I'm going to attempt. But for the background, I wasn't too sure, because I kind of wanted to follow the prompt. So, I'm just doing like swirly whirlies, just letting my hand go where it wants to go, pretty much. Each section, different colour, and doing the same thing. Just letting my hand squiggle, doodle. This, I thought it was going to take me ages, but it didn't actually take me that long. Mindless sort of squiggles, doodles. This annoyed me because these two blues are so close together. Different pens, but they look so close. But that's the background done anyway. Now we move on to the fun part. Not that that wasn't fun. It was very relaxing. So we've got the progression in the background, and now I want the progression through something else. And I chose the progression of Woody Woodpecker. So I'm going to draw Woody Woodpecker through the years, how he's changed. Starting with 1940, which is this one, which is kind of creepy, like, I'm not gonna lie. The rest of them are okay, but 1940, he looks like he was on special medication. This next one is, I believe, 1947, so he had cleaned himself up a little bit. It was fun because I could see how much he had changed through the years, which he did change, not loads. He's still Woody Woodpecker. I think the biggest change is between 1940 and 1947. And then the rest kind of similar. Even the colours stay similar. He turns to a lighter blue, but we'll get to the colour. Never drawn Woody Woodpecker before, I don't think. I think that's why I chose this one. One of the cartoon character I hadn't done. Trying to fit them into these little boxes, well, That was interesting. Oh, fun. So, just sketching these out now. Nearly done. I'm doing 6. For some odd reason, these 2 got bigger. These last 2. I struggled to keep it in the box. Normally I'm okay with it, but it was an off day. What can I say? So the Woody Woodpecker I know is probably... This one's from like, this last one that I'm doing is 1999, which is probably the one that I know the most. Wasn't a Woody Woodpecker fan. Puka. Did I say Woody Woodpecker? Anyway. Shh. We're done with the drawing now. Let's move on from Woody Puka. Boop. So, they're all lined. As you can see, I've been trying to work out the colour scheme. I did try and do it with pencils, but I decided to go with the old alcohol markers. So, as you can see, Woody Pecker is normally red hair, neck, green eyes, orange beak, a light blue. But this first one had creepy face. I think it might have been the teeth that were a bit like off-putting. Moving along nicely on these coloured ones now. I got into a rhythm. It was just about getting the right blue for the right year. Because he does... Not that you can see it on there. There are different blues. Yeah, I had to do some layering here because he's a very light blue in 1999. And my light blue alcohol marker wasn't working. I had to improvise. So now, snippety snip snip snip. And voila. Here we go. Bring the old create this book back in. Ta-da! Okay, now we've got to remember which one was which. And I'm just going to stick them on top. Is the background and Woody connected? Nope. Does it show progression? Yes. I don't know how to feel about this prompt. I like both parts separately. Do they fit together? I'm not entirely sure. Let me know what you think down below. But I had fun drawing Woody Woodpecker. Even if that dude did creep me out. He is uber creepy. What's that face? Let me know what cartoon you watched religiously as a child. Woody Woodpecker was definitely not mine. His voice got annoying after a while. Like the laugh. I'm not going to do it. Ah, look, cartoons. Oops, that was unplanned. Okay, we're moving on to another prompt now. Create an empty setting. Okay, we're going to create an empty setting. No people, no animals, just an empty setting. But we need another bit of paper for this, for sure. Because the idea that I've got requires a different paper, because I'm going to be using watercolour at one point, as well as alcohol markers, acrylic paint, coloured pencils. So I'm just drawing out my empty setting. It is going to be like a food land. I did originally want to use this page as sketch so that I can work on my sketching skills. But when I had this idea, I thought it would be fun. How silly of me. I wanted to create like a lollipop land, and ice cream and donuts and things like candy is other things like benches, and I'm not that clever. So I just created like a house out of ice cream, some ice cream hills, and added some other stuff. I ended up having like 3-4 different designs for this. But I needed to keep it simple-ish because of the colouring that I'm going to do. Which I don't regret my choices much. Okay. We're about done. I didn't line it, did I? I did line it. That was me contemplating my choices. Have I made the right choice? Should I really be doing this? Am I good enough to be doing this? There's always about 20 anxiety attacks before I actually line it or go through with an idea. So just bear that in mind. Here we go. Anxiety incoming. Right. It's lined. It's done. Let's move on, shall we? Before I talk myself out of it. Okay, so you saw me split this into 4. The lines before. I'm going to do each section in a different medium. And the mediums I chose was colour pencils, obviously, because that's my go-to. Alcohol markers, which I'm hoping doesn't come back and bite me in the bottom. So we're going to start with the colouring pencils. We're going to start off with what I know most. Just colour each section. So we've got some strawberry ice cream, which I would just like to point out that I don't like strawberry ice cream. I don't like strawberries. I would much rather these two, the pink and the yellow one, be rhubarb custard. I think my favourite ice cream is probably mint chocolate chip. Delicious. Anyway, although technically there was this rhubarb ice cream that we got from our local farm shop, and it was, oh my god, delicious. But of course we had to put donuts in there and the sprinkles, and we made sort of like a cookie mountain type thing. I almost forgot about the grass. I don't know what the grass is made of. It is a chocolate river with marshmallows. So, don't know what that transition was for. But here are the alcohol markers, and I'm praying that they don't let me down. Stupid, stupid, stupid. They always let me down. Trying to colour match as well, because it split the cookie mountain. Trying to colour match the pencils to the alcohol markers. Maybe should have done the alcohol markers first. But as you can see, the pens did let me down. Looks very patchy. I was just starting to get trust back in them. I know certain pens will let me down because they've been used. But yeah, I felt like they let me down again. Especially on this river bit, look. But whatever. Just can't be trusted. We got a love-hate relationship. They're so nice to use because they're quick. However, the markers just always let me down. And I know they're refillable or whatever, but these aren't like Copic markers or anything like that. But we're moving on now, so we've got to set up our painting station. So now we are on to the watercolours. I've got gouache, however you say it, and I've got actual watercolours, but I kind of want to lean more towards the gouache because it's going to be more, what's the word? Opaque? I think that's the word I'm looking for. I'm trying to make my chocolate river at the minute. It's a lot darker than the rest. But hey ho. Riverbank, which is like a dark brown that looks black on there. I am trying to branch out and do more mediums. It's just hard when I don't know, it's like I know colour pencils, I know what I can do with colour pencils, but everything else I feel like I'm a child trying to do something that I've never done before, and it makes me feel stupid. So I'm trying here to do some shading with gouache, which is impossible for me, but we're going to try anyway. I'm scared about this next one because we are doing acrylic paint, and I'm so stupid because I picked the most difficult one to do acrylic in. I should have done the pencils there, and moved it one round each, so it would have been pencils on this section that I'm doing now, alcohol markers, then gouache, then the watercolour, the acrylic paint would be at the bottom, because now I've got to tackle those lollipops with acrylic paint, which, yeah, I don't feel overly confident about because it's so small. As you can see, I'm trying to avoid them. I did a couple of marks and then decided it was wrong, so yeah. And I'm also avoiding that mountain in the background because it's got the river, it's got like a waterfall coming down, or a chocolate fall, and I've got to create that foamy type thing at the bottom, which is also scaring the bejeebus out of me. But I don't think I did that badly. And if you wanted to know, the little lollipops with the pink and yellow are rhubarb and custard lollipops. I don't know if anyone had those when they were a kid, but I loved them. Anything rhubarb and custard. All done. I'm glad it doesn't exactly scream that it was done in 4 sections. You can kind of see the difference. I'm just trying to bring some of the lines back with the line art thing pen. I lost some of the lines when I went over it with the gouache and the acrylic paint, so I needed to bring those back in. Come back to me. Come back to me. But I'm going to cut this out and I'm going to cover it in plastic. Ta-da! Again, I'm undecided. Because it's so different, I don't know whether I should be loving it or hating it. There we go. That's that prompt done. I enjoyed the process and the idea behind it. The outcome, I'm not sure. Same with this one. Are they coherent? That's the word I was looking for. I don't think they are. This one makes a little bit more sense. It just looks a little strange because the shades are off between one section of the grass and one section of the river and the next section of the river. But whatever. I gave it a go, that is the point. And I stepped outside my comfort zone and tried other mediums that I'm not so pleased with. But hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and keep your eye out for more strange content and more strange intros. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed my weird, uncoherent artwork. And I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!